And you are very welcome back to the afternoon show here on Tip FM for this Friday. Well, it is, as you may know by now, Valentine's Day, and I'm sure everybody out there is feeling very loved up at the moment. But we also have to bear in mind that there are people who are not in a relationship and may be seeking to change that. So I'm joined now by Jennifer Haskins from a company called twoscompany.ie. So good afternoon to you, Jennifer.
Hello, Keith. How are you?
I'm not too bad at all. Feeling the love, as they say.
Absolutely. Well, today is the love day of the whole year, Valentine's Day. And if you can't be feeling loved up today, well, then, I suppose say to people, well, let's do something about that.
So this is what we can do. We can do something about that. People don't have to be on their own if they don't want to be. They can choose to be so, but they don't necessarily have to be.
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being on your own if people choose that. But I suppose having been in this business now for the past 4 years, we're going into our fifth year now, I am very aware that when people approach us, it's because they have just got to the stage where they don't want to be alone anymore. They want a partner. They want a relationship.
And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. If you've something that's annoying you, if it was a pain in your foot, you'd do something about it, wouldn't you? You'd go and see a doctor. So I suppose this is no different, really.
No, it's not. I mean, it is about being proactive. So there's no point sitting at home waiting for Miss or Mr. Right to knock on the door, because those things only happen in American movies. Chick flicks, as they call them. Those things don't happen in real life. It does take action, because it's like anything in life. If you want to succeed, if you want to get results, you have to put effort in. You have to actually get up, get out there and make it happen. So if that means going out socially, interacting with other people, if it means joining a club, or if it means coming to an agency like ours, well then at least you're actually doing something. And then it's up to everything else to stack up to make it happen.
And I suppose not even in a relationship aspect, but there's all some very sound advice there, like go out socially, join a club, regardless of the fact if you were looking for a partner or not. It's all very good advice.
Well, yeah, I mean, people come to me who have tried all of those things. I've had people come to me who say, look, I joined a golf club, I joined a tennis club, I got involved in a choir or a musical dramatical society, but I still didn't meet someone. So I suppose with an agency like ours, what makes it easy for people is we basically bring the opportunities to your door so that you don't have to really do very much else except turn up for the date and just be yourself and enjoy the whole experience. So therefore, it is a lot less effort than, for example, going on the internet and putting your profile up there and trawling through, filtering through all of these profiles to try and find somebody that is genuine and is going to be compatible with you. So I suppose essentially what an agency like Choose Company does is we do the work for you. We make it very easy and very enjoyable so that you can sit back and relax, and we bring the compatible partners to you.
Well, it sounds very interesting indeed. And what about if it gets to the stage of the date itself? Have you any, major do's and don't on date night that could maybe help someone out with some advice?
Yeah, well, that's interesting, because over the years, I suppose we have a phrase which is, you must be interesting, you must be interested, and you must be able to have a laugh. So, for example, what that really means is you must be interested in other people. So having an interest in somebody and letting them tell you about their life and actually being interested in what they've been doing with their life up to now, that's a very important factor. Another important factor is being interested in yourself, being able to talk about who you are and what you've done with your life to date. And then also, sense of humour is vitally important. I mean, I asked a group of women a couple of years ago, I got a large group of women together and I asked them to score out of 10, which would be the highest or the most important factor in a man. And they all said sense of humour. So if a man can make a woman laugh, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Oh, well, that's good advice there. And what about the nerves on the night? A lot of fellas, they're very outgoing and can be boisterous at times, but when it comes down to it and a one-on-one situation, they can get very nervous. I'm only speaking from the male point of view because clearly I am a male, but you know what I mean? The nerves can get to a person.
Absolutely. I mean, we're aware of that too. But the advice I give to people is to try and relax and see that this other person is they're meeting you halfway. They've gone through the process themselves. So you know that they're on the same hymn sheet as such, because they are coming to an agency because they want a relationship. So there's a very good level of transparency with this. You know, it's not like, you know yourself, people that go out to bars and clubs and they're all standing around looking as though they're too cool for school, that they're not really looking for someone. I mean, we all know what it's like. And, you know, at the end of the day, they're still going home on their own. And that's the essential part. The majority of people that are out socialising are there to meet a partner. They're putting themselves out there. But everybody's shy. Everybody's afraid to take off the mask and say, I'd actually like to meet somebody. So it's that fear. But when you meet somebody with us, of course there's going to be nerves. But there's excitement too. There's a kind of a mixture of the unexpected. What's this person going to be like? Is it going to go well? Are they going to like me? So all of those emotions are there and all of those thoughts. But if you meet somebody that has that level of compatibility, that you know what it's like, if you make a joke and the other person just gets it. They get your sense of humour. They get you. And that's what essentially makes this work.
Sparks will fly, as they say. Well, look at Jennifer, there's some very sound advice there, so thanks very much for that. And the company again is called twoscompany.ie.
That's it, Keith, twoscompany.ie. And we'd be delighted to hear from you. Oh, yeah, and just one other thing, Keith. Irish men are not as proactive as Irish women. So I'd love to just give a message to Irish men to just get their finger out, get off those chairs and pick up the phone, because we have so many women that would just love to meet them. And we've waiting lists at the moment. You know, it's hard to believe that we would have a waiting list for women, but we do, because we just need more men to sort of say, well, yeah, why not do this? Pick up the phone, you know, and just get on the line and talk to us.
So there you have it. Look, it's brilliant stuff. Thanks very much, Jennifer, joining me
Keith,
today, and have a great Valentine's Day.
You too. Take care.